Boy howdy, this is Shane Immersed here, and it's once again time for the largest event in virtual reality, Virtual Market 5. If this is your first market, Virtual Market is many things, but for starters, it's a celebration of artistic expression presented to us in VR chat. Built by the Japanese team HIKKY, who are VR chatters like you and I, it's a series of dozens of curated worlds inhabited by booths. Little mom and pop shops made by people like you, 3D modelers, musicians, and other artists from VR chat. These handmade booths let you experience the artists and their works with friends or strangers, and for many, you can try on and buy virtual items like avatars, shaders, or dozens of other things from them, helping you to be able to look your best in VR chat. In short, it's a bunch of worlds with a lot of cool stuff to see, and it's running from Friday, December 18th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time or so until January 9th. So let's check it out. This is the biggest, most well-funded virtual market ever. 1,700 teams registered for booths and have submitted works to Virtual Market this time around, with many more from the West than ever before. On top of that, Virtual Market is now sponsored by over 70 companies like Disney, HP, Ricoh, Good Smile Company, and other international brands. Over 100 avatars from franchises like Phantasy Star Online, Guilty Gear, Magic Kami, and others will be available to try on or purchase, so keep an eye out for that too. Not only do these sponsors help bring us more interesting worlds to explore, but the sponsors help Team HIKKY give 95% back to booth creators for anything that you buy. So what you buy overwhelmingly supports the people who made it. But now let's step away from the sponsors for a bit and instead talk a little bit about the essence of what makes VKET VKET. The worlds which lead you to all 1,700 booths full of people's creations are, of course, one of the major draws to VKET. And don't worry, Quest users, Team HIKKY heard you loud and clear and there's a special treat for you. We'll get into that, but for now, let's check these worlds out. Avatar Showcase has returned from VCAT 4 as Virtual Showcase, a multi-floor mall with all new attractions. For our newbies, Virtual Market can be summed up in a few words, a virtual mall, and why not underline that feature by putting you in a literal mall to window shop. With an all-new water sculpture, more neon color schemes, and a runway for your characters to strut their stuff down, this updated showcase will be a big box place to do some browsing. Another VCAT 4 returning champion, Default Cube, has evolved so greatly it went from light to dark mode and has split in two to boot. The first, the Default Cube, as we all know and love, a cute cuboid with a colorful mascot that you flip to travel to booths, is still here for all of us to experience. Great for a group that likes to stick together. But there is a new cube, the Udon Cube. What is it? An SDK3 Udon Default Cube? What'll that do? Don't worry, we'll see. If you've ever missed that historic feel and wanted that more in your VR experience, Isekai Marche from VKET 2 snaps us back to the past with Isekai Marche Origin Fiesta. Created by the same world builder as Virtual Showcase, this architectural eye candy is a complete anime-inspired old world experience. Wood buildings, clay roofs, castle turrets, and pop-up tents. You and I enter this world during a celebration of Origin. Expanded for this year's VKET, brand new visitors and those who return here should be pleasantly surprised. Orbital is a brand new experience in VKET. A space station floating within some unknown planetary system, there's no telling what you'll see when you catch yourself peering out into the void. With a gorgeous interior, this station ticks all the marks for a fantastic sci-fi treat. Make sure you bring your oxygen with you when you go for a spacewalk. Metekolebka is a nature-filled, fluffy town from the world of Mocari, a character created by Team HIKKY that travels across virtual reality worlds. This surreal fantasy world is comfortable yet lively, and there's plenty to see in this green paradise. Walk through their village, watch them enjoy daily life, and if you look really closely, you may discover Mocari come in all shapes and sizes. Every day is Halloween in Curiosity. It's as if the claymation of Nightmare Before Christmas was peeled from the screen and slapped into VR. Some of this world may not be for the faint of heart. Well lit and spooky, it's quite a different style of celebration, and I expect the booths here to really absorb the theme. And as with any spooky world, keep an artificial eye out for secrets. Unfortunately for some, All these worlds are high poly, powerful works that Quest users will not be able to partake in without the help of a computer to power their VR rig. However, perhaps we saved the best for last by mentioning that Quest Market will be making a return from VKET 3. Well, maybe not that world in particular, but there are some worlds such as Pretty Pop Party and Kowloon Empire. Don't quote me on that one, but at least 2 worlds have been reworked to be Quest compatible. It won't be releasing immediately on the opening day for VKET, but expect all these worlds to release Christmas Day. So many booths, so much to see, but we're not done yet. There are events to check out, specialty booths to see, and more. I told you this was a 0 to hero. We're going hero level now. Guitarist and vocalist Miyavi will be in concert in what's being called Virtual Live 360 at 6 o'clock in the morning on December 19th Eastern Standard Time. Miyavi is a singer and guitarist who will be making their in-person debut in virtual reality. It should be a very unique experience. Get in there by searching Miyavi Virtual Live 360, Live 360 has no space, in your world's menu. Keep in mind that this event is also Quest compatible and will be the first thing released for Quest for VKET. If you miss it, don't worry, it'll still be available during the rest of VKET. OCD Company wants you to become food, virtually. Visit their booth to go down Lo Poly Konchan's mouth and experience your vor fetish of being eaten by a cute creature thing? What does this OCD Company even do? Make learning about health fun? Anyway. There's a lot more going on in VKET, including events happening all the time. You can learn about them in my messages on YouTube by subscribing, and you can also see them in the entrance world for VKET, so pick your poison, we'll get that information to you. Some pro tips while you browse VKET. If you approach a booth that you think is cool and you want to open up their store page, just open your quick menu for VKET's EX menu. From there, you can choose to open the store's page in your browser. Boom, right there. Many booths have free stuff on their booth page for you to get, so be sure to check them out. Also, many of the booths will be Japanese and English friendly, a goal Team HIKKY has tried to attain from the beginning. You can flip between languages with the available button in world if you can't read it. Also, there's a lot of worlds this year. A lot. Make sure you keep track of where you've been, and if you need help with that, VRChatter753 created a checklist for you to easily tick off where you've been at 753.network/virtual-market. Check the description for that link. Also, booths may have a buy button readily available on their purchasable items. If you like an item, instead of opening up your EX menu, just click that buy button to be brought to the page in your browser so you can check it out later. Much easier than last time. Oh, and Virtual Market's background tracks are bangers, so if you want to get a copy of those, hit up their campfire in the description. They've got a ton of memorabilia. It's actually pretty cool. VKET is all about the people who bring the magic to our senses, and because of that, I want to give a special shout out to the VKET global team. Their tireless work has brought us Westerners closer than ever to Virtual Market, with translation of most things in VKET, as well as dev work like modeling and QA, social media, and so much more alongside Team HIKKY. Without them, this video and our experience would not be as rich as it is. And many of them are volunteers, so if you appreciate them as much as I do, or you're interested in helping, I'm sure they'd like to hear from you. Socials in the description. Fantastic work, team. You guys really nailed it. So there you go. I hope you enjoy Virtual Market. It's the biggest thing in VR after all, and they've really gone above and beyond this time to make sure it is. This has been Shane Emerist here. Falcon punch that sub button to stay in the know with all things VR chat. Crack the bell if you're that kind of person and need that hype dose as soon as possible. I've really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and maybe I'll see you at VKET. Take care, everybody. Good to see you.